Good morning, children. Welcome to today's class. So, in last class, we discussed about the different cells in the plants. Means we observed the different types of cells, plant cells, onion cells, and everything. And today we are going to know about the different types of cells in human beings also. Okay. So, in human beings means living organism, and human beings we have so many inner organisms are there. In each and every organism we have some millions of cells, children. So for each and every organ and its function there are millions of cells will be works. So here they are given some different types of cells in human beings, children. See here in the picture you can observe. Observe the given figures of different kinds of cells in the human body. If permanent slides of these cells are available in your school, so we can able to see the pictures in school also, children. So draw the diagrams of this and label the parts that you have learned so far and collect information about the functions. These we will do in school. In classroom we will do this, children. And next here you can observe in the figure. See, first one is smooth muscle cell. In the muscles we can able to find this type of cells actually. And second one is bone cell, and third one is nerve cell, and fourth one stripped muscle cell. And next here we have some red blood cells and white blood cells also. Okay, we know that blood cells we have two types of blood cells. White blood cells are there and red blood cells are there. Again the red blood cells they are given and white blood cells also here they are given, children. So here you can see. So the here we can able to observe different kinds of cells in the different organisms of human body, but these all have the similar shape. Do they have similar shape? No. And do they have any similarities? Yes, some similarities will be there, but they didn't have any similar shape and they didn't have any similar function also. So here we have to know about the different functions and their working also. Okay, so here you see, so far you have to see many kinds of cells. Are all the cells similar in shape and size? The shape and size of cell vary considerably, but all these cells ultimately determined by the specific function of the cells only. Okay, so each and in every cell they have its own function, they have its own character and they have its own function also, but they didn't have any similar shape and size also. Okay, so here how do you find the shape of the amoeba? Can you able to write particularly the shape of the amoeba? No. Why? It does not have any particular shape. It has some irregular shape. Okay, so you may say that the shape appear irregular. The shape will be irregular. In fact, amoeba has no definite shape also. So you can see the amoeba picture, children. Amoeba, here you see, this is the amoeba. So it doesn't have any regular shape. So the shape of the amoeba we can write as the irregular shape. Okay, so in fact amoeba has no definite shape, so it keeps on changing its shape, varying, producing out of its body. It always changes its shape. Okay, so these type of organisms are called as pseudopodia. Okay, pseudopodia means false feet. So their feet, whatever the feet or whatever the legs they have, so whatever the things they have, that should be only one. So those shapes will be always varying its size and not size, children, only shape will be always varying. So these type of organisms are called as pseudopodia. So the projections appear and disappear as amoeba moves or feeds. So amoeba always looks like to us as it always moving. So these type of organisms, the shape, the organism which have these type of changes always in their shape, those will be called as pseudopodia. Okay, so here you see some small conversation that are given according to the human being and elephant and small bacteria. So here you see, children, have you listened to the words of the cells? Guess how big a cell is. See, is the number and size of the cells in both man and elephant is the same? Are the cells of an elephant is bigger than that a man? So here the man and elephant is talking both of them. So elephant will be very big animal, and a human being also, we know. But what about its cells? What about the cells of elephant and what about the cells of human beings? And do they have any similarities and their size will be equal or not? These all details we have to know. Okay. See here, the size of the cells in living organism may be as small as the millionth of a meter or maybe a large as a few centimeters. So all the cells in the living organism, they are very small, like up to micrometer, and some big cells means up to centimeters only. Okay, so up to 90 to 100 centimeters only. So the cells, the bigger cell should be up to 100 or 100 centimeters. The smallest cell means it will be maybe micrometer. Okay, so majority of the cells are too small to be seen with naked eyes only. Majority of the cells are too small to be seen with the naked eyes. So maximum cells will be very small, very smallest cells we have in our body, and those also we are not able to see with our naked eyes also. So they can be seen only through a microscope. So these small cells we can able to see only with the microscopes only. So the smallest cell is 0.1 to 0.5 micrometer is found in bacteria. The smallest cell should be 0.1 to 0.5 micrometers only, and that should be that we can able to find in bacteria only. So a human liver and kidney cell is 20 to 30 micrometers in size. So these will be very smallest cells in our human body. Okay, so that 0.1 to 0.5 micrometer cell is in bacteria, not in our human bodies. Okay, so in our human bodies, the smallest cell is which is a liver or kidney, that should be up to 20 to 30 micrometers. Okay, in size. So here in the table and box they are given 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. These we know. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. 1 millimeter is equal to 100 micrometers, and 1 micrometer is equal to 1000 nanometers. According to this, we have to observe how small the cells are there. We can able to find in the bacteria and human beings also. And here you see about 90. Some of the cells they can be seen with naked eyes also. So human nerve cell nearly 90 to 100 centimeters children, up to 1 meter. So this is the biggest cell we can see in our human body. The biggest cell is 90 to 100 centimeters, and the smallest cell is in our human body is 20 to 30 micrometers, that is the liver or kidney cell. Okay, and here you see human nerve cell is nearly up to about 90 to 100 centimeters. 100 centimeters is nothing but 1 meter. Okay, so the largest cell, measuring the largest cell all over the living organism, nearly 17 centimeters to 17 centimeters into 18 centimeters is the egg of an ostrich. In egg of the ostrich we can able to find the biggest cell in all the living organism of the world. Okay, so this is the biggest cell we can find in a ostrich only. And what about its size? 17 centimeters into 18 centimeters. So the size of the cell is related to its function. This is a very important children here. The size of the cell of any organism should be completely depends upon its functions only. For example, nerve cell in human body is the biggest cell. Okay, that is up to 90 centimeters to 100 centimeters, and that is only the main function of the human body also. See what it will done. So for example, nerve cell in both in human and elephant are long and branched also. So nerve cell we can see in the figure. It should be long, nerve cell long, and it should be branched, and it always do some very important function in the human body. What is that function will be? It performs the same function, that as a transferring messages. It always transferring the messages from all over the human body to the brain, from each and every organism to brain to each and every organism in the human body. It will always transfers the messages. This is the main function done by the nerve cell in the human body. So this is the biggest cell in the human body. So finally, the size of the cell should be completely depends upon its function. Okay, completely depends upon its function. The size of the organism is depends on the number of cells and not on the size of the cell. the size of the organism, the size of the organism. So humans are up to 6 feet only, up to 6 feet, more than 6 feet only, but elephants, they are very bigger than us. So why the elephant is very bigger than us, and why so many animals and so many plants and so many birds, they are very smaller than human body, means that should be depends completely upon the number of the cells only, the number of cells only, and not on the size of the cell. Okay, the size of the human body or any living organism, the size of the living organism should be, the size of the living organism should be always depends upon the number of cells in the number of cells in the body, and not on the size of the cell. Okay, how many number of cells, that should be depend upon that one only we can find the size of the any animal or any plant also, and not on the size of the cell. Okay, this is a very very important, children, here. Okay, so cells are so different shapes, sizes and numbers also. In each and every living organism we have different sizes of the cells we can find, and they have different shapes, and the number also will be varied from each and every organism according to its size, So this is about the cell and its main function, children, and in next class we will go for the microorganisms. And so here they are given some important points also. Okay, and so up to this second chapter was completed. So you have to start writing your CW, children. So in first unit there are no any keywords or any questions, so we can go directly with the second lesson, children. So all the children should start writing your CWs, and you can take the 200 pages white long notebook, and you should start writing, children. So here you have some questions also. Improve your learning, these are the question and answers you have to start writing. And how to write and what are the questions we have to write, I will send you the message to you later. Thank you.